Oh, Duracell, you make such shitty SD cards. That's even if you make them.
So it's Wednesday afternoon. It's just been one of those days. I was up super late last night. Not a big deal. So it happens. I actually didn't come home straight home last night. I went up for coffee with Rex 4x4, and I'm really happy that I did, because I bumped into mechanic Chuck, and he basically told me to get the parts for the G6, and in 3 weeks he would come over and install them, because he's in town now, but he leaves like real soon, and then he'll be back in 2 weeks. He does that 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off type work with a mining company. He's a heavy mechanic, so told me that he would come over and get it done. So I might have him do the work, and then the G6 will be operational again.
Yeah.
So right on there, that's freaking awesome. And yeah, we'll have the car working.
And then save up some money and go visit Bloke. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be freaking awesome.
Freaking Oreo's just eating his breakfast. I don't know why I bother putting his food in his crate anymore. I don't need to. I'm just so used to doing it that way, and he's so used to it being in there. I don't know why his door's also almost closed. That's pretty dick. There, that's better. Anybody? Holy. You excited? Go eat your food. Go eat your food. Eat your food. Tell him to eat his food and he eats his food. Gee, he can be a good puppy. Oh yeah, and welcome to my vlog. So yeah, once the G6 is all built up and working again, we'll frig off down and visit Bloke and see how that goes. So Chuck told me that just to chill out and figure out what I need. So I got to text him. I got to find my phone, and then I got to text him with information on the car on what it is. Even though I told him last night, he said, text me. It's better if you text me. So I'm going to go ahead and text him right now, let him know what kind of car it is and all that, and then he can take her from there, and we can, because he can get me cheaper parts at places, because he gets a discount for some reason, not sure why, but yeah, right on. So I decided for the G6, basically the front struts are fried. Strut mounts are toast. The springs are really soft, and as far as the bushings go and all that other shit in there, it's all pretty kife too. So to buy the parts independently, I said, you know what, frig it. I ordered some quick struts. Now, Crappy Tire wanted $220 a quick strut. Rock Auto was $132 a side plus $100 shipping. So it basically makes them $172 a piece. Called the local freaking car parts place. $165 a piece for 2 struts left and right. Right on. Done. $165 a piece. Parts in, pick them up tomorrow. Nice. So I'll get the parts tomorrow for that. Basically, like I said, Chuck won't be around for another 2-3 weeks. So in that time, I'm going to go out and buy some new pads and rotors for the front and rear. I'm going to buy new plugs and wires. He said he's done that before. His dad has a Malibu V6, and he's done it on his dad's car. So he knows how to do all that shit. He knows the tricks and tips, and well, you know, he works on bigger, heavier shit than these little putt-putts. So right on. I'll get all the parts, put them away in the garage, or leave them in the trunk of the car, whatever. And then when he comes back, he can just take the car, do what he has to do, get it all loaded up with shit, and then figure it'll be awesome. We'll have new suspension, new spark plugs, new wires, and then I'll take the freaking air box out. I'll clean that all out, clean out the air filter, recharge it, and then she should be golden. Should be golden. Like, he just bought a new truck, a new Dodge Ram. It's got the 3.6 liter VVT engine, 4x4, 6.5 foot box, and in town he's getting 9.6 liters per 100 kilometers. That is dicked. My car gets 12.7 in town. Okay, and I got a 3.5 liter VVT. So I shouldn't be getting all that much worse gas miles than he's getting. That, and he has a big heavy truck, and I got a putt-putt. So once all is said and done, that car should be rocking pretty good. Should be pretty good. So we'll go pick that shit up tomorrow and go from there. And it should be awesome.
You gotta go poop? You gotta go poop? You gotta go poop? Yeah, you do, don't you? Because you're a puppy, and you like to poop.
So like I said, once that's fixed, then right on. I don't know if he's doing anything. He's just out there sniffing the ground. Like, look at him. Look at him. He's just sniffing the ground and being a dog. Like, I honestly don't think he's doing anything productive right now. Oh, he's such a pain in the arse. Problem is the grass is really tall here, and it kind of dwindles as you go down. What the frig are those? Freaking got some like orange plants and things growing over here. Look at these. Oh, you can't see them with the screen. Maybe if I get lower and not shoot through the screen. Look at these things. Frig sakes. Where's he going? Holy frig, I went out to get the dog because he wasn't listening to me like usual. And I just noticed, I got a whole bunch more of those red flowers growing out there. Right there. There's like a huge batch of them. What the frig are those? Oh, my lawn's just decked. But I like how the lawn there is so green. And now it's not doing it. What the hell? Yeah, I like how the lawn there is so green. Then as you come up, it turns into like dirty ass slouch grass. It's so decked. This backyard is just frazzled. I'm probably, maybe this weekend, depending on the weather, probably going to lift these concrete blocks up because I don't need them there anymore. Stack them alongside the garage again. And then that way there I can mow there and things, and I can clean up all this. Like, there's a friggin' chunk of shit growing right through the cement. That's just dicked. So I'm going to clean all that up. Bust out the weed wire. I gotta go to get some new weed wire for the weed whacker. I'm going to clean all this out, grab my shovel, dig it all up. Frig it. Get rid of it all. And that'll be a lot better, I think. A lot friggin' better. Because that's just dicked. So, that's probably what I'm going to do this weekend. I'll do a little gardening. Clean up the backyard a little bit. He's nuts. He's off his rocker. And then, yeah. We'll be ready to play. And other things. What are you doing? What are you doing? Got your rope toy? And you haven't broken that one yet. That's a good thing. Usually those rope toys don't last with him. He can just freaking chew a hole right through them. Little bugger.
Little bugger. Holy shit, I wasn't paying attention to the time. I gotta go to work.
So I'm going to try again. I'm going to try with this thing again. But before I do that, I need to change the battery on this camera because I just realized the little indicator turned red. Son of a bitch. Alrighty, well, picture-in-picture is going to be kind of dicked. Same with doing this here with the audio recorder because it's completely spent. The battery is dead. I must have left. Oh, now it's working. Okay, so now it wants to work. Okay, well, we're going to try and do a rolling vlog, I guess. Frig it. Let's get out of here. Nope, it's not going to work. Big correction on that one. Looks like the freaking thing is dead. I'm going to try and hang this camera up on my window and do a little freaking picture-in-picture vlog. But first, let's fire up the car and let it warm up so it gets out of the loop stage. Fire in the hole. Oh yeah, buddy. Friggin' hope that mount holds because otherwise that camera's gonna take a nosedive. A little upset with my voice recorder and it not working, but what can you do there, right? Nothing too much. But obviously this car has a little bit stiffer suspension than the G6. So it's a little bit bouncier on the cameras, but hopefully it's compensating with its anti-shake, stability control and all that jazz. So yeah, kind of got up real late today, but not a big deal, I had things. We got the parts ordered for the G6, well, the struts anyway. Spark plugs and wires, I'm probably just going to go to Crappy and pick those up or go right the hoppers and right the GM maybe and scoop those up. And then we'll have our plugs, wires, strut. Then I just need to buy some brakes and brake pads, like some rotors and shoes for the front and rear. We'll get all those installed, and once everything's put into the car should be running like a boss, and it'll be friggin' amazing. Friggin' amazing indeed. Not sure why my freaking voice recorder is dead. Guess, well, when I got it back from Rex, I kind of didn't use it much. I had it in my pocket and I didn't charge it or anything. And I used it that one time with this camera, with the one that's on the road right now, and I didn't let it charge long enough, so chances are the battery's just rifled. So I'll plug it into a USB port there tonight and we'll get her all charged up, get her all happulating. Yup, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, freak sakes. So the battle plan is go to work, get this shift over with. Yes, I'm primed tonight. No, it's not a big deal. And then tomorrow I'm not primed. Tomorrow I got to be up early though. I got to go over to the auto parts store, pick up my struts, and then toss them in the trunk of the G6. And then I need to start pricing out brakes and brake pads. Now I was told for a cheap solution on brakes and brake pads just to go to frickin' Crappy Tire. That's what Honk 2x4 said. He goes, you can usually do your brakes for like front and rear for about $100. So I'll go check them out and see what they got. Maybe I'll talk to the monkeys over at the parts store and see what they got. But I got 3 weeks to pick all that shit up, and not a big deal. Then once the G6 is back online, oh my god, frig yeah. Saving up money, going down, visiting Crazy British Bloke, gonna party like a rock star. Even if it's just for a weekend, I don't care. Just want to go down and see my buddy. I was thinking about taking this car because like it drives so friggin' nice and it feels good. Like it's not giving me any troubles. I'm not getting any bitch lights. Of course, I complained about this last year and I'm gonna complain about it again. Is fuel gauge on this car is about as accurate as using a sundial in the shade. So, you know, it bounces around. Like right now it's reading a little over a quarter of a tank. Mind you, I only did put 30 bucks into it, so I didn't really fill it. It's reading about just over 3/4, but then when I punch the throttle, the needle goes back up to like friggin' 7/8 of a tank. So it has no idea how much gas is in the tank. It's giving me a guesstimation of how much fuel, rather than telling me like this is how much fuel you have. So not exactly accurate. The bobber system it's okay, but you can't live your life by the fuel meter. You got to basically say okay. That's why whenever my cars hit a quarter of a tank, I usually go and reload, because usually at that point there the gas really starts to go. You guys probably hear that squeaking in the back. I can't figure out what's making that noise. I look back there and I think it's where the seat clasps, because you can drop those back seats, eh? And I don't know why. It's not like there's anything behind them but a solid panel. It's like that's where the wheel well is, so it's pretty dicked. But I think it's the seats rattling off the clamps. Say second at this for shorts or any shorts, you should be wearing underpants. Not that I'm complaining. I decided to take the touring way to work today. Hopefully the audio is coming clear on the good old frickin' Panasonic. The good old Panny. Oh, it's good for sale. Scooter. Oh, for frig's sakes, eh? For frig's sakes. I haven't even had a coffee today yet. I need to hit up the grocery store too, because when I was there on Saturday, I forgot to buy the #1 most important thing to my groceries, and that was something coffee whitener. Forgot to pick me up some coffee whitener, so I've been having black coffee at the house there lately. It's not too bad, but it's not too good. Lasts a lot longer than the one when I make it with whitener or cream or milk, that's for sure. Because I drank it and it's like, yeah, you know, it has that real hardcore bitter taste. Even if you throw the salt to it, it still has that hardcore bitter taste. Holy shit, I got a great big Ford freaking son of a bitch behind me. Great big Ford pickup. Not a pickup, that's like a transport or something. All I know is he's big and he's making a lot of grumbly sounds, so. And his bumper's half on. Aw, for frig's sakes, really, bud? Did he just turn that on or did I not notice it? I probably didn't notice it. So yeah. Oh, okay, I'll have a cigarette, don't mind if I do. Frig, scared the shit out of me. Honestly, if I lived somewhere where I could drive this car year round, I'd never park it. I just drive the satchel off this thing. I love driving this car. It's a little bit different than the G6. It's got like the pedals are stiffer because it's all cable driven. It's none of that bullshit fly-by-wire stuff like the G6. The G6 has the famed fly-by-wire throttle. Gotta love the fly-by-wire throttle, eh? Holy. Just ask any friggin' Toyota owner out there about fly-by-wire throttle. Has your throttle stick lately? But it's all cable driven, it's simple. You know, when the service engine soon light comes on, it's because the sensor went bad, but the car doesn't care, it still runs. Like, it's like first generation fuel injection, 2 little pods puking gasoline down a friggin' down a throttle board, and does the job. Does the job. Not exactly the quickest car out there. I'd be impressed if I did the quarter mile in 16 seconds, but it's fun to drive. I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. It's a good little cruiser. I do have the problem with my signal light though. You know how normally when you have the switch engaged, you turn the wheel so far and it catches, and then when you turn the wheel back, it'll like automatically turn off the signal light? Well, it doesn't do that when I turn left. I always got to turn it off myself because the little catcher thing or whatever broke or reset or whatever. But the same thing happened with my truck, my old GMC truck. So I'm thinking what it is it's a common fault with GMs, with the old GMs, like my 89 Sierra did that, but I did it with both. Like you had to manually turn off your signal lights every time you use the damn thing. Apparently you can get something to fix it, but I just haven't bothered because that makes me more alert, makes me feel like I'm contributing more to the drive by having to turn it off myself. It'd be a lot cooler if this car was 5-speed, but you can't win them all. That and when I bought this car, I didn't know how to drive 5-speed yet, so. The way I learned how to drive 5-speed, my buddy Bernie had a white Golf, a 94 Golf. It was a stick. I took it out for a rip. He let me drive it. He showed me how, he basically explained how the clutch works. Once I had that logic down, it was just good to go. Once I understood how a clutch works, like when you press the pedal and shit, it was nothing. And then I have my Focus. It was a 5-speed, and yeah, I stalled it a bunch of times at first, figuring it out. But once I got it all down to a science, I was driving that car like a pro. And that car lasted, like I said, 480,000 kilometers on the original clutch, people. My buddy, I sold it to Chuck the mechanic, the guy who's going to be fixing up my G6, and he never replaced the clutch. And then he sold it to another kid. He drove it for another year, and then finally the car got pulled off the road because there was more tin plates and rivets on it than there was body panel. So the cop said, listen, this car is frig. You're not driving this anymore. We're deeming it condemned. Park it, and we won't call a tow truck. So your next destination better be home. What are you doing, Ursel? Learn to fucking drive. Okay, well, we'll stove it here. Because I like a lot of room to open my door because these doors swing stupid wide. Okay, lock her down. Alright, we're at work now, so I'm going to shut her down here, people, and I'll talk to you guys on my next break, so peace the frig out. Holy shit, there's something you don't see every day, when the price of diesel is matching the price of gasoline. Unfreaking believable, I do say so myself. Yep-a-dep. If I move my camera around a lot, it starts to flicker. I don't know if it's like the video formatting itself to the light so it looks solid or not. Pretty dicked. That's like a what, 14-cent drop? It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed in one day. Going from $1.32 down to $1.18 in one day. And they're not frigging around anymore around here, people. Gas will fluctuate like that all day long. That's why you gotta buy when it's low and avoid when it's high. So it looks like it didn't take Microsoft long to rethink their policies for the Xbox One, eh? Nope, took them a week. Now they're gonna allow you to trade your games, buy used games, not have to be on the internet all the time to freaking use the console. Don't know about that Kinect bullshit if it requires you to have the camera on at all time, but I guess because apparently you can control the console by talking to it and shit, like it's all friggin' AI and, you know, like friggin' Jarvis, Iron Man, Jarvis, you know. But whatevs, you know, that's alright. But the price is still $100 more than the PS4. I don't plan on buying any consoles. Frig that. I'd build me a supercomputer before I built a console. But I got enough computers. They all kick ass, so frig it. Friggin' amazing day out today. Blue skies, barfy burgers. You know where that came from, right? A little TV show, maybe? Probably not. If you did, leave a comment below and let me know what TV show. Frig yeah. So now that Microsoft finally pulled their ass out of their ass and changed the policy on the Xbox One, are you guys changing your thought on your next console? I know I'm not getting one, but have you guys changed your thought on your next console? Are you thinking Xbox One, or are you still thinking PS4? Or are you going to be like, screw all you guys, I'm buying a freaking Steam box. I'm going to play Steam games on my TV, because Steam is where it's at, people. So I was thinking about getting the Canon 330 HS for summer vlogging and stuff. This camera's fine, it's small and that, but like I said before, I'd rather have something I can just stab in my belt and go, and something with a good audio pickup and really good video. My phone does the job, but it just murders the battery that much quicker, right? So I was thinking about getting the Canon, but once again, the Canon is plagued by the same problem that my 300 is. No video recordings longer than 4 gigs. Once you hit the 4 gig limit, Canon still hasn't figured out the old-fashioned art of stop the file and start a new one. This camera can do it. Hell, my old dirty Panasonic, the SD20, that's like friggin' 4 generations old, can do it. I got that one back in 2009, 2010, and it's like 3 years old, and it can cut a file and make a new file. But the 330 apparently can't do it, and after the 4 gig limit it stops recording, forces you to start a new recording. Now obviously those little point and shoot cameras were never intended for long duration video recordings, because if you ever used one of those, they get freaking hot on the hand after a while of recording. That battery just gets toaster oven hot. It's ridiculous. So obviously it was never intended to be used as like a permanent solution to a video recorder. You know, take mine for instance. I can't record video anymore without artifacting the shit out of the video. It's dicked. Oh, frig yeah, people. Euro Truck Simulator in real life. What is that? It's big Peterbilt. Beautiful. Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator in real life. And there he goes. Just did a little Yui. Frig him. Also haven't seen my gopher buddy around in a while. I think he probably decided to frig off because too many people were like taking pictures of him and things. He's like, frig that, I don't want the spotlight, and he bailed. Oh well. But yeah, back on topic of the Canon. I was thinking that'd be a good little vlogging camera. You know, Ginger Vlogs really likes hers. And the audio on it is simply amazing. Like, they obviously upgraded the microphone system and they put the mics on the front of the camera now instead of on the rear, or on the top. So they have a better pickup. I don't know how they sound when you're behind the camera. But one of her videos, her and Eric were down at the waterfront, and there was a girl cackling in the background, and you could really hear her. So that's a pretty good sign of an awesome mic system, I do say so myself. When I can hear this girl cackling from a friggin' mile away, that's pretty damn good. Yeah. But for me on the rolling vlogs, the problem is coming from work to here. Sure, those scenes are only about 8 minutes, but there's actually 14 minutes of video footage. Sometimes more depending on how dicked over traffic is, so it would cut the video out halfway through and that would suck. I'm actually kind of shocked I'm not more tired today than I should be, because I've only had about 3 hours of sleep last night. Go team me. Also, not sure how many of you people go out there and shop cameras and look at cameras and stuff, but there's definitely a dwindling point in camcorders and in pocket cams. They're not as hot as they once were. Like back in 2010, everybody was making pocket cams. You had friggin' the Flips out there, you had the Panasonics, you had the freaking Samsungs, you had cheap Chinese makes, you know, all sorts of different friggin' pocket cams, and now you don't have any out there. Samsung has a couple waterproofers. I don't even think Sony makes the Bloggy anymore. So even for camcorders, you go on Future Shop's site, the only options you have are a shitload of Sonys and a handful of Canons. A lot of the manufacturers got out of the freaking camcorder market. It's pretty dicked. Probably because a lot of the big YouTubers use those damn DSLRs, but imagine walking around with a DSLR doing what I do. Holy shit, that'd be hell on earth. Freaking lens would be like in my face. Look like I'm carrying a real Canon, not a Canon camera, but a real freaking Canon, flintlock and everything. Son of a bitch. So out of boredom, I was sitting there looking at the G6, and I looked underneath, and then it hit me. After examining the muffler on the Trans Am, because that's a 2-in-1, you can sort of see the pipe underneath there that comes down and goes in, and then the one barrel comes out there and the other barrel comes out over there. That would totally fit underneath my G6. So then I got wondering, I wonder what that would sound like. If it would sound like good, or if it sounded like a friggin' fat man farting on a snare drum, you know? Give it a little bit more growl or make it sound stupid. A lot of people are saying you should get the not the GT, but there's another version of the Pontiac out there, the GTX or GXT or the GTP, that's what it was, the GTP exhaust system, which is a dual exhaust system for the G6. Gives it a more burlier sound. And I was thinking, once I get it all fixed up, if I decide to keep it longer, actually if I decide to keep it longer, I might put an aftermarket deck into it. Get rid of that stock deck so I can have better music in there. But yeah, maybe an exhaust system on it and give it a little bit more jam and let it breathe a little better. That might be awesome. Of course, the more you let your car breathe, the better. The more air it can take in and exhaust, the more fuel it's going to want to burn, and it'll put me right back to where I am right now. So, yeah, I don't know. And then I was thinking, you know, frig it, just drive it the way it is. It's a pretty peppy car. It's got cruise control for the highways. When I get the new spark plugs into it and get the air filter all cleaned up and all that shit, it'll get a hell of a lot better fuel mileage. And taking a trip to Blokes probably won't cost me as much. And, you know, it's pretty quiet as it is now. Unless you really tromp on it, then she starts to growl. But I don't need some loud-ass car. I just need a car that can get me from point A to point B and go with it, you know. And later on, I'm probably going to sell it. And I was thinking, you know, about getting a new truck. Like I saw my buddy Chuck last night, and he had one of the new Dodges, and I was talking about it earlier. 4x4, 3.6 liter VVT, blah, blah, blah. You know, he's getting friggin' 9.6 liters per 100 kilometers in town. Are you friggin' serious? Like, that's friggin' awesome for a truck. He's got I think a 100 liter tank in the thing. He says it's amazing on gas. He drove from down south, I'm gonna say Brampton, I'm not sure exactly where he's from, but to North Bay, and he made the run, and he still had a half tank of gas left, and his old friggin' GMC, he would do that run, and mind you, he had the 350 in it, and he'd have to fill up halfway on the way down, and you make it back to North Bay. So it would take him a tank and a quarter to get from Brampton back to North Bay. And honestly, like for me to go from here to Blokes in the G6 now, it takes me about 3/4 of a tank, which is pretty brutal. That's like 45 liters of gas to get there, and at $1.18 a liter, that's about like a $60 friggin' trip there, $60 trip back, right? So, and that's with me not giving or not going to $1.20, $1.30. That's with me going maybe 100, 105, keeping the RPMs down to conserve fuel. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, that truck gets better fuel mileage. Mind you, he does have the 8-speed automatic, so that's got to keep the RPMs down and help out. But it's really weird in this truck. I should have shot a video of it to show you guys this. You've probably already seen it, but you know how on like the Trans Am and the G6, your gear selector is actually a lever. You press the button, pull it back and go. On his truck, it's a freaking dial on the dash, like a dial on your radio. It's dick. So you literally turn the dial all the way to the right to drive, and then you go. If you want 4-wheel drive, you have buttons on the dash for 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low, and then you press and hold the 4-wheel drive low, and it locks your differential. That is insane. Like, if anything goes wrong, because it's all dials, right? If anything goes wrong with a fuse, you can no longer take it out of gear because it's all electronic. I don't really like that concept. That's pretty dicked. Like, I'd rather have a mechanical lever that I pull, that pulls a mechanical lever on the transmission and moves it into gear, than to have a piece of electronic, like a servo, that could burn itself out and frig me over someday. Like, God. Like, even my dirty old Sierra, the 1989, its mechanical lever coming off the steering column, going down through the boot and all that, it was hooked up to a friggin' lever on the transmission, and the hookup for it was just like a ring with a pin. Well, the pin fell out, and I didn't know. Sure enough, I'm coming to work, and the friggin' thing's in drive. I pull it into the friggin' parking spot, go to put her in park, and the friggin' gear shifter lever on the column just slides. Like, the friggin' bracket fell off the transmission. And I was like, uh-oh, I'm stuck in gear. How the frick am I gonna get this thing out of gear? So I smashed the emergency brake down while it was in drive, and then I crawled underneath the truck and rehooked up the linkage, and then the pin was gone, so I just literally sat it on there, and then I put her in park and then shut the truck off. And luckily there was a guy here from maintenance, so I basically bugged him for a finishing nail. He was able to find one for me, and I just wedged her in the pinhole and then bent it over so it couldn't fall out, and that worked for a bit. And then finally I went out and Dad got me a cotter pin from work, and I stuffed that in there properly so you could actually remove it. But what a pain in the rectum that was, let me tell you a little something about that. But you know, that was a cheap fix. That wasn't that big of a deal. If that electrical system goes and you're in reverse or something, you're dicked. You can't take it out of freaking reverse. I don't know if there's a fail-safe around it, but as far as I know, there isn't. And no, I still would prefer to have an actual lever attached to the transmission, because that dial thing is just rifle cocked. I just checked my coworker's Ford Fizo here. I wanted to see if his was like that, but no, he's got a shifter on the column. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, Dodge. That's kind of whacked out technology. Especially if you want to do a first, oh, well, actually, no, you can't. You can't go first, second, third drive. There's only PR and D. Perned, you know, that's all there is. There's no first, second, third drive. If you're towing, you just put her in D and start friggin' smashing the throttle. So, I don't know. Maybe it works. Maybe it works good. Maybe some of you out there have that technology in your truck and you say it's fine. A little to get used to, but it's fine. I think it's just kaif, but that's my own opinion. But anyway, people, the plane. Almost looks like his props aren't even spinning. That is awesome. Then again, I don't think they are spinning. What the frig? This guy's got no power. I'm gonna head her inside, eat some lunch, quite possibly take a crap, and then I'll talk to you guys later. So until then, peace the frig out. Alrighty, people, well, it's friggin' midnight, time to get the cock out of here and head her home. So without further ado, let's pitter patter and have at her and head her home, eh? Yeah, people, let's get the cock out of here. We got things. Gotta love it when you're reading the local newspaper and they post an article about something that's just really frigged right up. I mean, like, really frigged right up. Friggin' on March 17th, 2 days after my birthday, apparently some friggin' doob kidnapped, he's 47 years old, kidnaps a 70-year-old, like a guy kidnaps a 70-year-old lady, and mutilates her, beats the living shit out of her, and then starts cannibalizing her in respect to all the people that he wronged in his life. A ritual cannibalism. Are you freaking serious, people? Ritual cannibalism. Yup. Tries to justify it. That's uncalled for. Couldn't friggin' believe it. This town is going to shits. Well, it's already pretty much there. It's, you know. Yeah, we'll go down here, right? What am I doing? You can write on red. Ha! It's like I've never driven before. But, yeah, I was, like, really lost when I saw that. That's unbelievable. You know what else is unbelievable? Old people and manuals. You're probably saying, what are you talking about? Well, let me just explain a little backstory for you. If you ever learn anything about computers, i.e., even hooking them up might count. If you ever get any computer knowledge, everybody and their dog will all of a sudden think you are an electronics engineer, and you could build a warp reactor out of a paperclip, a rubber band, a piece of copper wire, and a copper pipe. Yes. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. Every time my dad has a problem with one of his computer components, he'll buy something brand new. He won't open the manual. No. He'll call. I need you to come over and set this up. Gotta open the manual. So, basically what happened was, my aunt bought a printer from Walmart, some Canon, forgot the model number, it's on the text message. And apparently it can function as a multi-function machine, so a scanner, photocopier, printer. I don't think it can fax, I'm not sure about the details, but it can at least photocopy. Kind of like that Dell piece of shit that came with my first laptop that I never used and the ink dried out, and now it's sitting in the garage and probably going in the garbage can. But all she wants it for is just a photocopy. Just wants a friggin' photocopier, that's all. Problem is being an inkjet is, if you don't use it a lot, the ink will dry out and then you're replacing cartridges. This is why lasers are nice, because lasers don't dry out. You can leave the toner going and they have a long lifespan. You know, if you start getting off prints, all you do is you friggin' take the toner out, twist it left, twist it right, twist it left, twist it right, slap it back in, and full toner. Well, rather than reading the manual on how to use it as a photocopier, instead he's going to go to my aunt's house, pick up the printer, drop it off at my house tomorrow for me to figure out, and then bring it back to him so that I can teach him how to do it so he can bring it to my aunt and show her how to do it. Meanwhile, I could just go to my aunt's house and do it, but it's like, I don't know. It's pretty dicked. Let's give her a good burn. See if this comes up on the video. Oh, I sure switched into second gear. We're already up there. Ah, frig. I couldn't get her into first. The stupid gear shifter leather thing got in the way. Oh, that's another reason why I need a new catalytic converter. You can smell the rotten, stinky egg smell right now. Catalytic converter is shot, plugged up, because the car likes to run rich. Luckily, these MagnaFlow high-flow catalytic converters aren't too expensive. I think they're only about $100, not even. Just get another one, stab it on, plug that one up too. You know. It's probably plugged because I didn't have the air system hooked up to it, so I wasn't burning right. I don't know. But the air's hooked up now, so we're all good. But yeah, like, you know, rather than him reading the manual and figuring it out for himself and being all proud, he's going to have me look it over. Like, I don't mind doing it. I just think it's friggin' hilarious that he doesn't want to take the time to actually figure it out for himself. And nobody wants to crack the manual. So the first thing I'm going to do with the damn thing is crack the manual. I'm going to see what the hell it can do and see what all features it has and everything, because I want to know. That's what the manuals are nice for. Like, you get it, you crack the manual, you look at all the friggin' features and shit, and you go, oh wow, this thing can do this thing can do this. Like, some of these friggin' scanners, they have OCR, optical character recognition, which is friggin' awesome. Like, you can take a handwritten note, pop it into these scanners, scan it, and it'll convert it in Word to a typed out note. It'll type everything out for you so that it looks proper. And that's pretty cool. My friend actually did that because he wrote out a lot of his notes in high school, and or in college, sorry, and he brought them home and he scanned them on with his OCR scanner, and sure enough, the stupid thing freaking typed out all of his notes, and then he printed them off and they were clean. So that OCR technology might be built into the scanner. We won't know. And that whole thing about being, well, men are too proud to read a manual. No. Honestly, not reading a manual about something is more stupidity than not being proud. Like, always read the manual. You find out things about things. Like, even my phone, I read the manual on it to see what the hell it could do. And I was really impressed with what I found in there. But anyway, people, I'm almost home. So I'm going to shut her down here, call her quits for now. And we'll go home and let the super scruffy fluffy puppy wuppy out. And it's Wednesday night, so it's garbage night. So I'm going to have to put that shit at the end of the road so that it gets scooped up tomorrow. Pretty sure I got a bag at the door. Oreo stepped on it a bunch of times there. I'm going to tie that off, fill up the can, bring it to the end of the road. Hopefully no raccoons come by and tear it all apart. And then tomorrow the garbage dick can come by and pick it all up and throw it in the garbage. That'd be awesomer than frig. So that's the battle plan there. Skeetily douche. So talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. Alright people, I just let Cookie Monster out. Before you come in, you have to poop. Get the poop. Poop. Gotta tell him like 3 times. He's like a child. Oh no, he just wants back inside. Alright, come on in. Don't shit on the floor. I swear he got into something there because he's been acting really weird lately. But yeah. Friggin' I got an email, a message tonight there from Honk 2x4. And he shows me, him and I are both big fans of Caesars. And I guess in the USA, you guys call them Bloody Marys. But I was always told a Bloody Mary was done with vodka and tomato juice. A Caesar is vodka and clamato juice. Well, I've done something in the past where I've taken beer, and you pour a bottle of beer into a cup, and then you top it off with about maybe 6 ounces of clamato. So that gives you about a 60-40 split, we'll say. We'll just go with that. You can go 70-30 if you want. 70-30 split of Mott's Clamato and beer. And it becomes a beer Caesar. Or as some people call them, bloody beers. And let me tell you, they're delicious. Well, I found out that friggin' Mott's Clamato teamed up with Budweiser. And now they're making this, what the hell was it called? It was like, basically it's Budweiser and Mott's Clamato together. I checked the beer store. Not available at the beer store. Really upsetting because I really wanted to buy some. Instead I could just buy some James Ready and some Mott's Clamato and make my own, right? I could easily do that and that would work out well. So I don't know what my dog is doing. He's like just walking around in circles with his rope toy. Looking like a barking hamster. I'm wondering if he has worms or something because he just tried to do the drag your bum across the carpet technique, you know? Might have to get him back on Interceptor, frig's sakes. But yeah, I really wanted to try it, but I can always get some Mott's Clamato and some James Ready and do it myself. Not a big deal. Oh, hey, echo up here. Oh yeah, both doors are closed. Nah, I would do it. So yeah, I can always do that, and I might do that on the weekend, because let me tell you, I love beer Caesars. They're friggin' the best ever. And if you've never tried it, if you can get your hands, if you like Mott's Clamato juice, and you like beer, you can always try it yourself, and you might enjoy it, because I know I friggin' do. It's one of my favorite ice fishing things. Little Mott's and a little beer. Tabarouette la bière. Friggin' awesome. Oh, I got so much footage to go through. Not for the vlog either. This is for the friggin' Skaven Games channel. I haven't been editing, I've just been freaking downloading the videos, or making the videos I should say, and not even crushing them to YouTube format yet. Frig's sakes. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm just crushing it all up and then moving it over to my pen drive and uploading them slowly. Alrighty, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, frig's sakes, and I didn't really have anything to eat for supper tonight. Just kind of friggin' did my own thing. Skipped supper. Now I'm gonna have a good stretch, because it feels great. Then I figured I'd rock a piss, because that's always good. And now, he wants to go outside for a shit. So I'm gonna let him back outside, and hopefully he goes for a friggin' shit, because this, him not going for a shit thing is starting to piss me right off. Go for a shit. So, here's hoping he goes for a shit. So tomorrow, I'm thinking after I pick up the struts and whatnot, I'm going to run over to the mall, pick up some more tether for the friggin' weed whacker, and then weed whack, clean up this yard a little bit, and probably mow the lawn, because, well, kind of sort of needs a good mowing. Yep, that it does. I think that's why Oreo doesn't like shitting out there, is because the grass is taller than him. So sure enough, he goes outside to rock a shit, and you know, he bends over and he gets a freaking grass leaf stuck in his butt, and it bothers him. So I'm gonna have to keep her nice and short. Did you go poop? I guess he did. He took off down the yard, so he always comes back because he knows where his food is. But speaking of food, I'm a little bit hungry because I didn't really eat much tonight. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have a salad. Probably saying, holy fuck, Adam, you're going to have a salad? You're going to have a salad? I'm going to have a... Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I'm going to have a salad, Oreo. What do you say about that? No, don't lick me. I'm going to... He's being a dink. But I'm going to have a salad because I bought that salad on the weekend when I made the lasagna. And it was pretty damn good. I liked it. So it's just like a bunch of like lettuce and carrots and radishes and broccoli, and Oreo just threw his fox on me, and freaking little dink. And it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Literally, this is all the salad is. It's just friggin' very veggie, and it's got like a bunch of carrots and some purple shit and some green shit and other vegetables and things in there. It's like, oh, pairs well with creamy lemon garlic dressings, smoked salmon, grape tomato, capers, and sliced red onions. Okay, I use cannellini because I like it. Oh, complex and robust. It's sophisticated and coarse. I didn't realize they had... Oh, what's this? Crunchy. You can get crisp and tender. Didn't realize they had a little friggin' meter on them. That's pretty neat. Oh, here's all the different things in it. So you got romaine, iceberg, carrots, pea pods, red cabbage, radishes, and the French version of what I just said. So that's all it is. They are on sale for two for I think it was $2 for $1. So I grabbed 2, and I'm gonna finish this one off. And I still have another one in the fridge. I'm probably gonna bring some with me tomorrow on my lunch. It'll be freaking awesome. They like do this whacked out Freddy Krueger shit with the carrots too, eh? You like shred them right down. Probably use a cheese grater on them or some shit. But it's not too bad. For $1, you get a lot of veggies. You can drive them into your gut, you know. Friggin' throw some friggin' salad dressing onto it. So what do we have for dressing? We have, what's this? Rancher's Choice. Calorie-wise. Is it ranch? Fuck it. We're gonna go with the Rancher's Choice calorie-wise, people. Gotta watch my figure. Apparently I'm a fat slob. Yay! Oh, for frig's sakes, the salad dressing came out faster than I thought it would. Looks like somebody spooged all over my friggin' meal. Well, people, I think I'm going to shut the vlog down here. I just ate my salad and stuff. I better get this thing rendered up and sent up to YouTube. Because I need to get to bed because I got to be up early tomorrow to go to the parts store, pick up my struts, and then go to the mall, pick up some freaking weed whacker wire or line or whatever the frig they call it. And then I need to come home and do some lard maintenance. Nope, I'm still on the whole me being a fat slob thing. Let that go. Do some yard maintenance. That's better. And then once I get all that done, then I got to go to work and come home, rinse and repeat. And then it's Friday Flyer Day. Oh my God, it's already here. Wow, time flies. Actually, do you guys find that time's flying like way too fast? We're already June 20th. Well, right now it's June 20th because it's currently like 2 o'clock in the morning on on Thursday. But I find time is flying way too fast. Like, we just blew through June like it wasn't even there. July's right around the corner. Shadfly season is also right around the corner. It usually starts around early July, ends around near the end of July. About 3 weeks in, 3.5 weeks in, they stop. So shadfly season's about to be on us. Then we're already into August, and then September, back to school already, right? Like, holy shit, time is just going fast. Like, Christmas is only 5.5 months away, not even. That's insane. That's brutal. Time is flying way too freaking fast, but whatevs, you know, it's the way she goes. But obviously you've seen in today's vlog, lots of different things were covered. And that's the reason why I was saying that I miss the old Skaven days. And I remember back in the day, I used to make fun of Bill. Well, I used to pick on him all the time about it. Because, like, when I would go out, when I went out to his house the one day, I was like, when I was coming back from Blokes, I pulled through and went through Orangeville and bumped into Billy, and we hung out at his place, and I filmed some shit there. and Billy didn't put up that video for 5 days because he always would go out and he'd make a whole shitload of videos so that he could put up a video every day, one video a day. And if something happened on one day where he was just swamped with work and he just couldn't make a video, well, he had surplus sitting in the reserve, right? And he wouldn't pre-upload them and schedule them because back then the scheduler didn't work with a shit, so you couldn't use it. So that's why he used to do a surplus of videos. Well, if you think about today's vlog, I could have easily cut this in to like 6 videos. And it's actually kind of funny because I was watching a video online of how Jenna Marbles got all of her subscribers. And I know right away you guys are saying, it's because she shows her boobies. She doesn't ever show her boobies. That and, they're alright. But, you know, they basically talk about all the successful people on YouTube, like Ray William Johnson and Jenna Marbles and Niga Higa and all these guys, Jack's Films, all these people who are pretty big on YouTube, and they explain the things that they do. And number one is keep your videos short. Well, as you can tell, today's video is far from that. They said the average video length should be 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Well, this video is probably like 45 minutes and 52 seconds for all I know. I don't know. I haven't edited it yet, but I'm assuming it's pretty well up there. What I've got edited so far, we're sitting at 42 minutes, so it's got to be up there. But they're saying keep your videos around 5 minutes long, no more. Your second thing is like a lot of the big YouTubers will only post 1 video a week. Well, I don't like doing that because to me, posting 1 video a week, I start feeling like a Hollywood sitcom, you know? And no, like I like doing a daily video, put up a video every day, keeps everybody interested knowing that there's going to be another video tomorrow. Now if I were to go to a weekly schedule, then, you know, so be it. But do 1 video a week, that's what they're saying. But if you're going to do more, let your audience know what to expect. So, you know, to each their own. What was the other thing they mentioned? Don't bother with an intro. Don't bother with one, you know. A lot of people will roll the intro right away. And your best bet is to have something really quick. Like I have my little Trans Am drive by there, do the burnout, and then vlogging life and go. 8-second intro. Personally, I'd like to bring it down to a 2-second intro. And I might use one of my old classic intros, or I might remake that old classic intro and roll with that because I want to keep it short and sweet. But they actually recommend not running an intro. Not even worth it. And I'm starting to see why. And basically, don't, like today's vlog, I'm all over the place, right? I'm talking about parts for the Trans Am, talking about friggin' printer I'm gonna have to look at, talking about parts for the Trans Am, friggin' sakes, parts for the G6, you know, talking about food, talking about all sorts of different shit, just going all over the place. And I could have easily broken today's videos up into like 10 videos, and that would have probably got more views because a lot of people see these huge ass videos and go, holy shit, I'm not going to sit here for 50 minutes and watch this guy's video. That's ridiculous. And that's true. Like, I don't blame them. Like, I used, like, with a couple videos out there, like, I've seen some massive videos, and unless I'm really into the person, like, when I used to be subscribed to Shay Carl, or Shay Tards, ignore that, that was a dust particle, probably. But, just go with it. Just go with it. But, when I used to watch Shay Tards, you know, he would drop like a 32-minute friggin' video, and it was titled Princess Tard Plays Baseball or something, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that. I don't want to watch 32 minutes of a kid swinging a bat and catching a ball. Are you friggin' serious, bud? So I'd skip it. I'd skip a bunch of the videos because it didn't interest me. Like today's video is just called, you know, getting parts for the G6. That's not really a catchy title, but you know, I'm not expecting a lot of views out of it, and if a lot of people watch it, then right on, and if a lot of people don't, then whatevs. So this is the reason why I'm thinking about going back to the old Skaven format of keeping her short and sweet, you know, doing short videos, maybe uploading 1 or 2 a day. I don't know. We'll see. Just have fun. Like I did that the other night with Oreo and the Blanket Monster. And then at 5 o'clock I had the friggin' video of the Eclairs go live, you know. I like doing those short videos. Those actual videos that aren't all over the place, have real content. Those I like. And, you know, it's like a topic, you know. And those are the fun ones. I know a lot of people love the vlogs, but honestly, it's like after doing it for this long, you start to seriously dry up. Like it's a lot of work, people, and a lot of you out there have tried vlogging. I know I think his name is Legits on YouTube. He tried it, did it for a bit, and he was like, holy shit, I can't do this, it's just too much. And that's the reason why I'm so tired at night, is because like it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. By the time I edit this, it's gonna be 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I gotta render it. That'll be 3:30 in the morning. Then I gotta upload it. So now by the time it's done uploading, it's going to be around 4:30 in the morning. And then once it's done, then I got to set all the tags and all that shit. I won't be going to bed till 5 o'clock in the morning, you know. So make a bunch of little videos and fire them up. That's why I like the gaming channel. Gaming channel's easy. Do all the videos in advance, render them as I go, and when I'm done, pitch them up to YouTubes, put them on a scheduler, and walk away for a month. You know, you did 30 games, that's 30 videos for a day, that's a month's worth of work. You can do that on a weekend with a case of beer. Cake, you know? Fire them all up, schedule them, and you're done. So that's why I was thinking about starting to do some shorter videos, some more on the par videos, and more topic videos, like things I'm doing, like if I'm working on a computer, or have a question about something, or just a topic I want to bring up. Just bring it up, drop the video, see what you guys say, and go with it. Now, if a lot of you are like, no, keep doing the vlogs and stuff like that, well, maybe I'll keep doing the vlogs. And seeing how I only have 2 channels on the go now, because Felix Rants is pretty much dead, I'm not going to be running that channel anymore because I don't have Felix. Arcane Fire and Ice is not really a channel that I care about. It's just a place where I can put my music up to let you guys know that I made a new song, and, you know, link you to the download box where you can go download the music to use on your own videos. So the only real channels I have right now are Vloggin Life and Skaven Games. So I've been thinking about trying a new channel where I just basically post random bullshit videos of things I'm doing. Like if I'm working on my white tractor, you know, showing the process of what I'm doing, and then you guys can comment and tell me I'm doing it completely wrong, I'm an idiot. Or you can comment back saying, all right on, man, I never even knew about that and stuff. When keep the vlogs going daily, just doing my own thing. So I've been thinking about starting up a new channel just to get back into the Skaven way of doing things, you know what I mean? Back when I was having fun with YouTubes. Not saying I'm not having fun with it now, but just something else to try out, and that's what I was thinking about doing. Anyway, people, I just rambled on for like 28 minutes, so hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.